Well, welcome back, my friends, all to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors. Listen, the Hellion Ranger Bowie, designed by my guy, my brother from another mother, Zeke Menacho, made by WORK TUFF GEAR. It is sharp, say it with me, kids, as shit. Donnie B. All Day did a review of this knife. Check his out. Joe from the Steel Mindset did a review of this knife. Check his out. I talked to both of those guys, and I told Donnie and I were chatting, and I said, man, over these years, WORK TUFF GEAR has dialed in their edges. He says it in his video. I talked to Joe today. Joe was bragging on it. Guys, this might be the sharpest WORK TUFF GEAR I have ever gotten from them. Now, I chose today, this is dropping tomorrow, June 25th. June 25th, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which, listen to me now, if it's 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, it's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you're there on WORK TUFF GEAR website. But I wanted to drop the video today on the 24th because this is the 5-year anniversary of me being on YouTube. All day today, I have showed, or have wanted to show, blades and companies and designers who've meant a ton to me in this channel and the growth of this channel. And I would be remiss if I left out WORK TUFF GEAR. I would be way remiss if I didn't mention Zeke Menacho. Zeke facilitated me reviewing WORK TUFF GEAR stuff, and that allowed me to meet Mr. Vic and start our journey together. And WORK TUFF GEAR has been a monster part of this channel. And I just want to say to you, Vic, to you, Zeke, and to all the WORK TUFF GEAR family, man, thank y'all for riding with me, for sticking by me, for all the positive support and the love, and telling me what I needed to hear, not just what I wanted to hear. Thank you. I appreciate you. Now, to the knife. This sumbitch is sharp. It's sharp. Let's start off with overall specs. Now, Donnie reviewed the knife and he touched on it a lot. This is a perfect chef's knife. It's awesome, but I'm not a chef. So I've got to review it the way I review it. Check out Donnie's review for the design quality and the sharpness and the different aspects that way. Check out Joe's video for how good this knife looks and all of his testing. Nobody shows a knife better than Joe does. Nobody knows design inside and out like Donnie does. And of course, then you got me, the greatest YouTuber of all time in knife tube. What more could you want, son? So listen, no, this thing is just dope. I'm holding it now. It's got a wicked 90-degree spine, but the edge is simply sick. The overall length from stem to stern, from point to pommel, is 12 7/8 inches. The blade length is 7 13. No, that's not true. The blade length is 7 9/16. The cutting edge is right at 7 3/16. That's what I'm reading there. The blade thickness, the blade stock at the handle is 3/16. And then it kind of tapers down, it flares out and then tapers down again. It's kind of a wicked design. So you go from 3/16 and then it kind of thins out down to just under 3/16, goes back to 3/16. And it kind of flares all the way down to a point, which I'm not going to call it a reinforced point, but it's a reinforced point. Now, the widest part of this blade, which is the beauty of it, because it makes it a slicing king, is 2 1/4 inches. The inner grip on this bad boy, oh, people are starting to listen, old scab here. The inner grip is right at 4 1/8, right over 4 1/8. So any hand can grab that. The handle thickness is 1 inch. Beautimous, love it. The handle width is 1 3/8 inches, and it contours. It has a wig splitter as a pommel. Now, if you're in the woods, and you needed to open a coconut or walnuts or whatever, you can do that. This is not what you would consider a true dedicated chopper. Zeke designed the Hellion Bowie, which is the Ranger's bigger brother, but I wanted to put pressure on this edge. I wanted to challenge myself with this edge because it is wicked. And how often do you guys hear? How often do you hear, well, if it's that sharp, it'll chip, it'll bust, no, it won't. No, it won't. Because not only has WORK TUFF GEAR dialed in the geometry of this blade, right? Peterbilt knife guys going to love that. We got the word geometry in there. But they've dialed their heat treat in, right? Nobody does a heat treat. And when I say this, I'm not just saying it because I love WORK TUFF GEAR, and I do. But this is Bowler K329. Listen to me. They have gotten better and better and better. This is a production run. It's half production, half hands-on. I don't know what you would call it, but they're not a full production. Like, they don't just shit them out, right? They're all hand finished, the blade and all that. They're just wicked knives. They put the right amount of time in. They get it done. They do it well. People get aggravated because they don't make enough of them. Listen to me. I know. I hear it. I'm not going to belittle or diminish that, but I want y'all to listen. Because people say, well, if we put more money, don't give anybody business advice. You can wish and do all that, and I do too. I wish they made $1 million of the sons of bitches. But I'll tell you this, and I want you to hear me, as a guy who's handled more WORK TUFF GEAR than any man on this planet, and I'll put my video catalog up against hell, I'll put it up against 2 or 3. You can't name them. And I'm not being arrogant. I'm being honest with you, and there's a reason, there's a point to this. I want this quality every time. I am not willing to sacrifice. I would not be willing to sacrifice this quality just to make another 200 or 300. Your QC's going to go down. Your qualities, I don't care what anybody tells you. And I'm not defending. But I don't want to see Vic Lin kill himself either because, you know, everybody, oh, you got to make more. You don't think the man don't want to? That's not what the video's about. The video's about this knife, and I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying, guys, these guys make quality shit because they take their time and they put their hand, their heart, their blood, their sweat, and their tears. Don't put so much pressure that they sacrifice that, because it'll be the same sons of bitches. Oh, they ain't the same as they used to be. I wonder why. Well, moving on. What you'll see throughout this video, what you'll see completely throughout this video is just cutting. I cut that damn sandblast hose 4 or 5 times, if not more. That's a lot of wearing because it's just thick and it's nasty and it's reinforced. It's 4 ply, 1 inch diameter, and it is a inner diameter sandblast hose, right? That shit's got to be thick. It's got to be tough. I run, I think it's a 40-41 grit silica sand through it at right at 135 PSI, 9 to 10 hours a day, every single day. If it's not tough, we would go broke buying hose. That's some tough shit. Ask Joe. This is a heavier gauge extension cord. And I do get asked, and not every time somebody asks are they being buttholes, but I've had people go, Scab, why are you cutting extension cords? Seriously. I've never cut one in my life. Man, I get it. I do. But here's the thing. Every now and then, I've got to cut one at work to put a new plug on or to make a whip or to do something like that. When I located underground utilities, man, we were stripping wire all the time. I'd have to strip the wire, hook the tone to it, and chase the signal. So while, yes, it's a small percentage that might do it, I feel like it's a good test because we're trying to skim the wire. Now, I do cut it in half, right? But when we go to skin it, I'm just trying to skim it. Just skim it. I'm not trying to cut too deep. And those little copper wires can eat up an edge. So for me, it's a good demonstration. I don't do a lot of heavy batoning in real life. We talk about that all the time. I like doing it with the reviews because there are folks who do batoning, right? Now, I believe that was just a piece of fat wood. So at Kirk's, I've got pine, I've got oak, I've got red oak, I've got camphor, and I think I've got, I can't remember, brush, what's that? it sucks. I'll think of it. It doesn't matter. But I've got 3 or 4 different kinds of wood. So even if it's a thinner piece, sometimes it's ate up with knots. This edge held up phenomenally well. Now, with that blade width, with this blade width, I'll tell you what I like about it. I can put my hand on the back of the blade, right? And I can do fine work with the tip. Easy, easy, easy. I can plane, I can flesh, I can do a bow drill. I can do whatever I need to do. This is a well thought out, well designed knife. Now this is some of the best fat wood on the planet. Watch this. And this stuff burns. I think Kurt left the camera on for a few. I hope he did, because I want y'all to see how quick that shit lights up. And while we're talking, I'm cutting paper still. I haven't done a thing to this edge. I'm going to strop it so I can get some more review time in. Remember, guys, this thing drops June 25th. Today is June 24th, so tomorrow. What time? 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jump on this one. I know you want to, and you do too. Listen, guys, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives. Now, stats are all over the place. Coming off the weekend, going into a weekend, going into a holiday, they're higher. That's why here on this channel and others, we focus on the number 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you. I love you. You have a place here. I didn't serve. I have recently had people go, man, appreciate your service. I didn't serve. I am surrounded by veterans. My wife is, my son is. I am not. But veterans causes, especially 22 a day, is on my heart. I back the blue. It's not popular. I never was the cool kid in high school, so I'm okay with that. I have my reasons. I'm not arguing with you about it. Everybody every now and then you'll hear, oh, back the blue till it happens to you. Well, it's happened to me a bunch. I have my reasons. I don't shove it down your throat. I ain't arguing. Finally, if you are an addict, and Lord knows I am, never quit quitting. Well, guys, listen, again, 5 years on YouTube, I am forever grateful for each and every one of you, even the haters. You guys have made this one of the best experiences of my life. Honestly, I thought I would do this maybe a year, 2 years, get bored. I can't believe it's 5 years, and I am beyond blessed. Guys, I love you. God knows I do. I'm Scab. You're not. And we gone, son. Here's to another 5.